CPA? Well, when I started in university, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I knew I was really good at problem solving. I knew I wanted a career that involved getting to work with people day in and day out, interact, solve problems together. And it just started to feel like the right fit for me as I started to go through business school. I really liked the logic, I really liked the problem-solving element, and I really saw that that kind of a career would open a multitude of doors for me. Didn't necessarily mean that I wanted to be a CFO, didn't necessarily mean that I wanted to be a bookkeeper. I think CPA designation gives you a great start, opens multiple doors, and just allows you to transition to whatever kind of career matters most to you in that time. Why did I choose higher ed and why not-for-profit? Why am I passionate about not-for-profit? I really think that what we're here to do day in and day out is make the world a better place. And as a parent, that's really important to me. I want my kids to have the best start and I want my kids to have an amazing future. And I think that's where not-for-profit organizations make a huge difference in our communities. And so when I decided to choose a career in higher ed, it was really about the fact that I wanted to wake up every morning and feel like I was doing something really good. And in a town, in a city like Windsor, community of Windsor, Essex, the university is the hub of a lot of what we do. It really is the engine of our economy. It produces really excellent talent that are going to contribute to the world and contribute to the local economy and beyond, our global economy. Why do universities matter in our global climate that we're in? Well, I think there's two answers to that question, and one is really about why universities matter to the city and community in which they thrive. We at the University of Windsor are developing leaders that we hope will be the engine of the economy for tomorrow for Windsor, Essex region and beyond, and truly into the global environment. And I think university education teaches students how to be critical thinkers. Not just beyond skills, textbooks, learning. It's really about having the skills to ask why and understand where to go from there once you have that answer. Critical thinking truly, I think, is going to define the way we move forward in this future. Our world is facing big problems, big challenges, and the next generation is going to be responsible for solving a lot of those problems. And I truly believe that critical thinking, communication skills, and also an awareness of how to work with other people is what's going to drive us in the future. And I think those are skills that we teach really effectively at universities. I really think that it's inspiring to see the ideas, the energy that these students bring to our campus day in and day out. I love the multicultural element of our university. I love that the cultures of the world meet and intersect at our university, and I think some amazing things are happening. I think collaboration is a big piece of what I try to bring to the table every day in my job. I really want all folks on my team to feel included, and I think that the power that we bring as finance professionals to our campus is our ability to bring a really unique lens to all kinds of conversations. And to be able to do that, I think I have to be highly collaborative, and that's really my focus as a leader today. I did bring a picture of my two children. It was actually the moment my son Henry met his little baby sister, Abigail, so very blessed to have two young children. They're really the light of my life, and my husband and I are really truly blessed to have two perfect, healthy children. And the other thing I brought, a little bit of a nerdy item, I'll admit. I do have an antique Nancy Drew collection. I've been very passionate about Nancy Drew for a long time, since childhood, and I love mysteries. And I'll tell you, when I decided to start my career as an auditor, my friends all laughed and said, well, of course, it's the most Nancy Drew aligned profession that you could possibly come up with. So of course you're becoming an auditor. Anyway, so I thought it would be a good item to bring today. What a good question. Who inspires me? Well, career-wise, I think one of my big inspirations is my mom. My mom's an FCPA, actually, so a very long-standing accountant, and I'm really honored and inspired by her every day. I think CPAs are change agents in their organizations and in our communities, and I think there's a few reasons for that. I think that CPAs bring the technical awareness that we need to be able to do things like financial reporting effectively. I think reporting and transparency and accountability are going to be big parts of our future, not just in the business world, but in all worlds. Transparency and accountability, I think, are key to ensuring that our world is the way we want it to be for our future generations. I think the CPA training also teaches students how to approach a problem. And not just a math problem, not just an accounting problem, any kind of problem. It teaches you what information to collect and how to collect it, and it really encourages you to be comfortable and confident in making a decision. And knowing that you might not have all elements of the information that you want to make that decision, but it's still your responsibility to definitively close the issue and move forward. And I think that's critical in our world. What is my hope for the future? I hope for a future that's bright. I hope that my children get to enjoy the world even better, in an even better state than I got to enjoy it. And I think that CPAs and university grads have a big role to play in developing that future.